Tell them I'm ready for my next job. Yeah, good Black Panther. Hi.
Okay.
Do you guys want me to? Yeah.
Can you tell us, just give us an overview of your character in the Librarians? What kind of librarian?
Well, I mean, we're actually, when the show starts, we're actually not librarians. We are the next in line, and without giving too much away, we're all kind of forced into this thing. So we really don't know what's going on, and that's the beauty of it. Is we all have sort of special abilities, but they're not magic abilities. Some of them become magic because of the world we get thrown into. But we're all finding out what magic is. We didn't even know it existed, and all of a sudden we're thrown into the library. And of course, Noah Wiley's character, Flynn Carson, he's been there. He knows all this stuff. So it's just it's back of hand to him. It's a whole new world for us, and so that's what I love about this show is the fact that not only are we jumping into this world and getting to take this journey. That's what John Rogers he's so brilliant when it comes to creating that. He takes you in the living room, you know what I mean? Like he takes you along with us. So you're taking this journey with us. And I think that was a great thing. That's why I loved working with him so much on Leverage, was the fact that the audience, you know, everybody sitting at home was part of the team, you know. I mean, it was a 5-man team, but there was also one more person, which was the person watching the show. And John's been brilliant with doing that with Leverage, and now he's done it again with the Librarians. So you're taking this journey, even if you're a fan of the show and the movies have been around for 10 years, he's still walking you along with us, and so you get to enter this whole magical new world with us, and I appreciate that, working for not only a showrunner but an unbelievable writer like him.
Is there somebody who hasn't seen all the Librarian movies and jump right into this?
You can jump right into it. Yeah, it's not like, you know, it's like that was one of the things that I love the show 24, but that was one of the things, if you missed an episode, you were out. And it's not like this, you know what I mean? Plus, I'm sure TNT will do a pretty good job of showing, especially since it's actually airing on the 10-year anniversary of the first Librarian movie. You'll be able to catch up if you want to, but you don't have to. That's what's saying. It's a brand new show, and you're going to enjoy it either way.
So, on Leverage, they did sort of incorporate sometimes your own personal
questions,
you know,
yeah.
like your musical abilities or.
I love to cook. Yeah, I've got my own cooking show coming out.
Right,
So,
yes.
yeah.
Do you see that possibly something that could get incorporated into your character?
Fortunately, I started like that. I mean, to be honest with you, because John Rogers wrote the role as an art history major, and I was at the University of Oklahoma. I was an art history major until I switched degrees to beer and women. And so he kind of incorporated that into the character. And the guy's from Oklahoma, which I am, and you know, my dad was a hard-working blue-collar oil man, and that just happens to be sort of where the story's going with this. And so he actually started me right there along, you know, as almost Christian Kane, and then threw me into Jake Stone when I get to the library. So that was kind of fun. But I guarantee you, yeah, if we're fortunate enough to run the gambit on this show as we did on Leverage, then I promise, I already know that he's going to incorporate some of those things in. Yeah.
So we'll get to hear you sing?
Yes, you will. I'm telling you right now, you will. Absolutely. Not this first season. Yeah. Yeah.
How do you like filming in Portland?
I love Portland. We filmed the first, I hate to bring up Leverage so much, but we filmed the first season of Leverage in Los Angeles, California. And they told us we were going to be moved to Portland, and I hated it. And Tim Hutton wasn't excited either. And we were there all of 2 seconds and fell in love with the city. The food, the wine, actually the people are just great. I like the mystique of it. It's, you know, Portland kind of looks like this all the time, and I'm okay with that. You know, being Native American and also loving the rain, and I like to see the seasons change. You don't get that in Los Angeles, and so it's very nice. And I really like the ambiance of the whole city, and the people are great. And we have one of the best crews in Portland, Oregon that you could have on the Librarians. And I worked with them obviously for 5 years on Leverage, but now they're over here, so it really is a big family. I mean, nobody's like, the actors don't go home and hang out, you know, by themselves. It's like, you know, the grips and the electric and everything else. Everyone will come and hang out. We just all are a big happy family, and that's important. So I love Portland, but I love the family there more. Yep.
Did you guys get a chance to film in Salem, down at the Capitol?
We did, yeah. We filmed a couple times. I've filmed there before, but yeah, there's a really big scene down there, and that was it. Are you from there?
Yes.
Okay, well there you go. So there you go.
I had to go the detour. Had no idea what was going on.
Yeah, and so and we got to film down there at the Capitol. Just a beautiful, beautiful little town, and there's a college there, and yeah, and so all the students came out, and it was fun because we had just started. Nobody knew who we were, but they still came out and supported, and we got to take some pictures and got a couple of cheers, and that was great for a show that's starting out. Yeah.
You guys have some great guest stars coming up on the show.
Yeah.
Are there any guest stars from some of your past shows, some of your past projects that you'd like to see?
On this season, no. I've already let the cat out of the bag. Bruce Campbell is on. I've been a fan of his for a long time. I recently just got to work with him. He has a thing that he was doing, so I recorded a song for him and sent it to him. So I can't get too much into that, but it was that was fun that he asked me to do that, and he's become a great friend, and it was fun working with him. Matt he's Max Headroom. It's so funny to grow up with such a huge icon. That's like Coke and Pepsi to me.
Yeah.
And I think he actually did commercials for Pepsi, didn't he? Or Coke. But to have him, he's just such a great character to play. There's so many great guest roles, and there's also really a lot of local talent in Portland that there's a huge acting community in Portland with us being there, and with Grimm being there, and with Portlandia being there, and there's these untapped actors, and we don't a lot of. I don't want to say this, but sometimes when you're in a different town and it's not an acting town or not an entertainment town such as LA, New York, Atlanta, the pool gets a little bit. You fish the pool, and then there's not a lot of people that are actually in the business. Portland is not like that. They actually have a lot of talent out there. So we're fortunate, even on roles that aren't guest stars, to have the pool of talent that we can pull out of that city. So that's great. Yeah.
You have a lot of fight scenes in the show. I'd like to know if you use your experience in the Librarians.
I don't fight that much in the Librarians, actually. Rebecca's the one that's doing most of that because I'm brand new to the whole thing. I'm a bar fighter, so I don't have the technical stuff that I did on Angel when I came back on Angel and I had trained, and then obviously Elliot Spencer from Leverage, he fought all the time and stuff like that. It's tough for me because I have to unlearn everything I did for 5 years on Leverage because he's not technical. So instead of being very precise, I've got to be more out, like a bar fighter, and it's tough for me because I do have some training in that other side. So I'm having. That's what's fun with me is I'm having to walk in kind of different shoes when it comes to I'm more of a. Well, I guess both of the guys were scrappers, but he's more of a bar fighter. There's no precision, and so I'm having to unlearn. And that's the first thing when I got the role. John and Dean both called me and said, "This is going to be fun." I said, "Yes, it is." And they said, "You have to unlearn everything you do." And so in the first episode, there was a big bar fight, and I found myself doing really some more precision stuff, and because you just go to it, and I'm like, I can't block like that, or I can't throw a punch like that, and that's been fun for me. It's been fun to walk in someone else's shoes on that line.
I thought that you were going to be the kick-ass, the badass, and have on the show because that's the role you always play.
I know, and the thing is that I think that what's fun is that I told John, I'm like, why would you fix something that ain't broke? Let me just throw punches, man. That's what I do. And he assured me, he goes, well, then you have nowhere to go. And I was like, ah. And so you see me getting better at certain things, and you see me picking up stuff along the way. And sometimes we pick up some magic stuff, and it makes you do stuff better. I'm not going to say fight better for me, but there is a situation where I do fight better because of a thing that I have, and you can't unlearn that as a human. So I'm sure that as time goes on, my character will progress into, if you think about it, when the first Librarian came out, Noah Wiley was a dork. His character Flynn was, and now he's Indiana Jones. And it was fun to watch Noah progress along that line. Now he's just a badass, you know what I mean? But he had to start from somewhere. And so that was what John instilled in me and Dean to start here. We know what you can do. Start here and then go there. And so that'll be fun.
With that in mind, what was the most difficult
The last question.
that you had to do? What was the most difficult scene that you had to do this past season?
As an actor, the whole season was fun for me because I'm out of my element, regardless of what you see. He's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. He's got good morals. He doesn't want to punch you, but he will. But it's like, so it's like the really the whole season was fun / difficult for me, because I'm learning to walk in this guy's shoes. That with every other character, with Lindsay on Angel, with Elliot on Leverage, and with Christian Kane, if you make me mad, I'm just gonna hit you. This guy would rather talk it out, and so it's been a fun journey for me. But the whole thing has been, and also playing Rebecca's sidekick was a little strange starting off, because she was my sister on King of Maxwell, and so we had this beautiful camaraderie as brother and sister, and we still have that to this day. But to find out where, we don't know each other, and we don't know what the next, you know what I mean. And so that's been a fun little journey, is to act against what we feel. So yeah,
Great.
thank you,
Thank you, everybody.
thank you guys so much.